Well, what I tell you guys, I said right before the Arman Brawl, I said RAF tonight is going to be more exciting than UFC Mexico. And what happened? Minutes after I said RAF tonight's going to be more exciting than UFC Mexico, Arman happened, the Brawl happened, and no one's talking about UFC Mexico. Everyone's just talking about RAF, Arman, bro. Mystic Mitch. That's what I gotta say. I swear, maybe a lot of people weren't hip to RAF. No one was talking about it, but I wasn't just watching UFC Mexico. I was watching RAF. You know, I was pretty hyped. And that's the talk of the town. People are still talking about that. We already forgot about UFC Mexico. Are you fucking kidding me? We forgot about that shit. But we got to talk about 327. Now that shit is stacked. 327. Finally a good card. Finally one with fan favorites. Good matchups. Fair fights. Unk versus Unk. Same age fighters fighting each other. You know how it is. So we're going to pull up the UFC schedule. And I'm happy for 326 coming up. But man, that co-main event's kind of tough. That featured fight's kind of tough. I'm excited for Dober versus Johnson. I don't know why. They had names before. It'll be good. RoboCop versus Ferreira. I mean, that'll be a crazy KO. But them last, the last two fights, I mean, aside from the main event, the featured fight in the co. Yeah, we need some work there. We need some work. It's all good, though. It's all good. Cody Garbrandt's on there. It's a fight card to stream. I guess the question is, are these cards like 326 looking like this because the White House card's going to be so stacked? Or is this just how Paramount's doing it? That's the question. I mean, I hope it's just because they're putting all their eggs in one basket for the White House card. I hope that's the excuse. Because, Holloway versus Oliveira, man, that card really could have used a Buckley versus Brady fight on there. We could have used a Buckley versus Brady fight. That could have been co-main event. Bahayo DeRitter is the featured fight. One little fight could have changed everything. It's all good. But yeah, Arman. See, UFC could even be putting Arman on fight cards. It's crazy that other promotions are utilizing Arman Sarukian better than the UFC. Than the company who has Arman signed to them for multiple fights. That's crazy. That's crazy. And RAF, they're new. They shouldn't be able to utilize fighters better than the UFC that's been established. But hey, they're doing it. They're doing it. So I don't know what that Giorgio guy's going to do after he got taken down by Arman. He's got to pay him $10K. And I don't know if he can hold that sign up anymore. He got taken down. But I swear, I was freaking out of nowhere. UFC Mexico is wrapping up. I'm watching Arman versus Giorgio, and I'm starting to scream. I'm like, oh shit, Arman's throwing punches. I like that RAF. That's UFC. You got to step it up. I know it's UFC Mexico, but an RAF event blew your event out the water. Man, that's tough. That's tough. I'm sure the UFC's happy, actually. I'm not being sarcastic. They should be happy that Arman's making a name. But they should be ashamed of themselves that they put on a lesser event than a new wrestling organization. You know? Crazy. I don't get what the point of UFC Mexico was. But, you know, it's all good. It's all good. I'm just pumped about 327. Everything else I'm basically disappointed in on the UFC website. Like, I'm just tuning in for... I'm not a casual at all. But I'm tuning in for 326 for the main event. I'm going to watch, you know, I'm going to stream from the main card. I'm going to stream the Cody Garbrandt fight. Got to, right? I'll stream from the Cody Garbrandt fight. Maybe I'll stream the whole card. Who fucking knows, right? Who knows? But on the website, I'm not seeing anything impressive except main events. I'm not seeing stat cards. I'm seeing boxing type fight cards with good main events only. Minus the Apex cards. Minus UFC Canada. That's a whack main event. So, we need to get rid of these 3 Apex events within a span of 2 months. I mean, we have 2 Apex events in April, 1 in March. We should just combine all those fuckers. Just combine them. And then take Brady Buckley off that shit. Throw it on 326. I was just watching the Volk interview with Demetrius Johnson. And Volk said he was asking the UFC if he can hop on 326 to be the co-main event. Volk, old man Volk, who got knocked out by Topuria, is more active and is throwing his name in the hat more than Topuria. More than any other champion. Volk makes me want to hate watch Topuria. If anything, 29-year-old Ilya Topuria, who knocked out Volk, should be taking fights like that. Hold up. Charles Oliveira got knocked out cold. He got slept by Ilya Topuria. But this is going to be his second fight since then. Charles is going to have 2 fights after getting knocked out by Ilya. And Ilya hasn't even had 1 fight yet. Ilya hasn't even fought since Charles. This is going to be Charles' second fight since that knockout. I might have to make another hate watch Topuria video. I mean, look, he's copying Arman. He's going on the Aiden Ross stream. Shit. He's following the footsteps. And on that stream, he still said he would rather fight Patty than Ilya. After how sloppy and poorly defensive, how bad defense Patty has, Ilya said he would still rather fight Patty than Arman. That is insane. I don't get it. I don't get it. I get Topuria, you know. He's cool, but he's a waste of potential. I'm not digging his style. He's got the right look. He's got the right fight style. He's got a cool walkout song, but man, it's just himself. He's his own worst enemy. Doesn't care about the fans, you know. Wants to fight Gaethje and Patty. Not Arman. Wants to get a leapfrog fight to welterweight. Crazy, crazy. But yeah, that might be a good video idea. But basically, Volk has had countless fights since he fought Ilya. So, same with Charles. Ilya doesn't fight. Ilya and Hamzat do not fight. That's insane. That's insane. I wanted to see the 327 though, because that's the only thing that's standing out here as far as cards. We're gonna see how UFC Australia in Perth looks, because that's a crazy main event. I mean, that's a BMF fight. I know Charles and Max are fighting for the BMF belt, but Jack versus Carlos Prates is a BMF fight. They could honestly put a BMF belt on the line. I don't care if they do or don't. But those are 2 BMFs. Damn. But let's go to 327 because that card isn't posted yet. They just posted the main event. So let's look at 327. The only good card on the UFC schedule till May. Up until May, they have cards posted. This is the only solid card. Now, it's probably because it's in Miami, but damn, still. I wonder how they're going to order this card. Let's see. Let's see. Yuri Olberg, good main event. I like it. No one's washed up here. This is the right fight. This is the right fight. Pereira's moving up. Fan favorite versus new contender who's finally getting his title fight. Great. Van versus Tatsuro Taira. Josh Van, he's got some swag about him. He's got a belt. He's fighting I like it. I like it. Dariush versus Manuel Torres. Benny D's a name. Manuel Torres, he's a dangerous up-and-coming contender. I like it. Gamrot versus Esteban Ribovic. That should be good. Gamrot, he can keep it interesting by spamming takedowns. He's not a scrub. His style is just not ideal. It's not ideal to become champ, right? He's not well-rounded. But he's good at what he does, so... And Curtis Blades versus Josh Hokett. Josh Hokett's exciting as hell. He's exciting as hell. He's as exciting as you can be for a heavyweight. So that's the main card right there. I think I would have Blades Hokett as the featured fight, but I get it. That's a good main card opener. Yeah. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. Good card. But the prelims is really the cherry on top of this card. I might be singing a different tune if these prelims weren't so stacked. I guess right now, Holland versus Randy Brown is the main event prelim. Okay. Pitbull versus Pico before that. Bellator bums. Wait a second. Dominic Reyes versus Johnny Walker. I thought that was going to be on the main card. Hold up. Hold up. I don't know if the UFC's got this wrong. But they need to take Gamrot and Ribovic off the main card and replace it with Dominic Reyes versus Johnny Walker. That fight stylistically should be crazy. This fight should be like KO or fight of the night. It'll be up there. Reyes versus Walker, not at the top of their game, not at the top of the division, but that fight deserves to be on the main card. There's going to be more eyeballs on that fight than Gamrot versus Ribovic. Ask all the fans, the hardcores and the casuals. They'll all agree, yeah, Reyes versus Walker is more main card worthy than Gamrot versus Ribovic. Mirzakhanov versus Paulo Costa. That is a great prelim. I haven't seen a bad prelim yet. And then that's when they throw in Tatiana Suarez versus Godinez. That's a little too late into the card if this is really the order. This needs to be the second fight on the prelims. But hey, that's the only female fight. No complaints. No complaints. Swanson versus Nate Landwehr. Oh my God. That's stylistically, again, Cub Swanson puts on bangers against these type of opponents. Cub Swanson puts on bangers. And Nate Landwehr, He's almost like a Darren Elkins. He takes damage to give damage. That fight is definitely going to be fight of the night. In my books. UFC probably won't give him the fucking fight of the night. They don't really choose the best fight of the night. They just pick their favorite fighters and give them bonuses. They pre-write who's got fight of the night before it even happens. Alright? They already have the names chosen before it even happens. Kelvin Gastelum versus Vicente Luque. That is such a good prelim. And it's a fair fight. That's fair fight. This isn't Luque versus Atiba Gaudier here. This is Kelvin Gastelum versus Vicente Luque. Two guys that put on exciting fights plenty of times. Good fight. Interesting fight. I don't know what the point of it is, but I'm here for it. It's just fun. And then the only fighter I don't know on the card is apparently the first fight of the night. Christopher Alvarez versus Francisco Prado. I know Prado. I don't know the other guy. I don't even think he has a UFC fight. So, damn, what a stacked prelims. That is 327 is the only solid card on the UFC schedule. Only thing I would change is the order. This could be the wrong order. But take Gamrot Ribovic off the main card and replace it with Reyes versus Walker. We're going to get a double knockout in that fight. I want that on the main card. I want to see the first double knockout on the UFC main card. Yeah. I'm going to call it a pay-per-view still. Now, the sickest of main event that I see on the schedule, aside from, anything on 327, besides 327, the sickest main event in the UFC schedule is easy. It's JDM versus Prates. That's the sickest main event. It doesn't get better than that. But they need to cancel this Brady Buckley Apex card. The card's not even put together. Brady and Joaquin Buckley has one of the most viral knockouts in UFC history. It was a Mortal Kombat kick. Remember that. Joaquin Buckley he's probably in the top 5 best UFC knockouts of all time. With that Mortal Kombat Taekwondo kick, where the guy caught his leg and then he spinning back kicks him. And he's on the fucking Apex. His last fight was Kamaru Usman, and he's on the Apex? That is crazy. Sean Brady just fought Michael Morales, and he's on the Apex. Yo, that's... Get that off there and put it on a good card. Put that shit on a good card. I mean, there's so many cards that could use that fight. That's what I'm saying. That should be on Adesanya versus Pyfer. Seriously. That should be co-main event to Adesanya versus Pyfer, if anything. If you're not going to put it on a numbered card. This Adesanya versus Pyfer card, that could use some help. There is a bunch of meaningless fights on the Adesanya versus Pyfer UFC Fight Night Seattle card. Okay, we got Walter Walker on there. Okay. Everyone knows Terrence McKinney and Chase Hooper, but I mean, are their fights going to really have any impact on the division? Michael Chiesa's on there. I don't really care about that, right? Besides Hooper and McKinney, and Walter Walker. I mean, there's no names on Adesanya versus Pfeiffer's fight night. Macy Barber. Put Brady versus Buckley on there. Co-main event. That'll make this fight night so much better. That would make this a great fight night. You end the night with Buckley and Izzy? Oh, and by the way, Pfeiffer and Brady train with each other, so that would make sense. I don't get it. I don't get it. I guess it's 2020 again. It's COVID. We're in the apex. Man, that is some. It's 2020 again. It's all good. It's all good. Let me just see here. Yeah, I mean, 327 is the best thing to talk about. It really is. We got to talk to Hunter Campbell about all this shit. Dana White, he doesn't run the promotion anymore. What up, what up? We're just doing a late night fight breakdown and recap. Literally breaking down just all the main events that UFC is going to be putting on for the next 2 months. And I think, hands down, 327 is the best fight card. It's the #1 solid fight card on the whole fucking schedule. I think everyone can agree. Oh yeah, I'm going to drop my predictions soon on the Holloway Charles card. Got to start the predictions soon. I mean, everyone's picking Max Holloway for the main event. I'm picking Max too, but I thought it'd be like 60-40. I thought like 40% of people would be picking Charles. Sounds great. Yeah. What do you think of Max versus Charles? Everyone's picking Max. I thought more people would be picking Charles Oliveira. People really think it's that one-sided. That's crazy. That's crazy. I always thought Charles had this fan base that always picks him. Like, people were picking Charles against Ilya. Or they were rooting for Charles and saying he's going to win against Ilya. So, yeah. Everyone's picking Max. You know. I agree, though. I agree. What up, Chad? What up? Late night stream. Maybe I should have got a coffee. I should be holding a coffee for all these late night streams. But yeah, we need Paramount to step it up. Do what they did for 327 on every card. Because I'm going to watch 327 from the start to the finish. No doubt. As long as there's no fight cancellations, I'm going to watch it from start to finish. This card on March 7th, I don't know if I'm going to watch it start to finish. That's the, you know? I don't know. The prelims looking rough. Prelims are looking really rough. What's up? What's up? What up, everyone in the chat? Late night stream again, just random. We're streaming more on Money Making Mitch. That's for sure. I said we're getting back to streaming almost every night. Especially, you know, I don't even think is there a week off with the fights? I think they have a fight card every weekend of March. They do. They have a fight card every weekend in April. I like fights on a lot, but maybe they should just do 3 fight cards a month. Like, they have a fight card every weekend. Now, I don't need a fight card every weekend if they're going to be watered down. So, we just need to cut out like 1 fight card every month. Just keep it to 3 cards a month. I have 1 week off every month, and I think you could stack the fight cards a little better. And basically right now, everyone's just waiting on the UFC White House card announcement. This White House card better be good. This shit better be good. They've been talking about this for so long. I just can't wait for it to just happen already. I mean, all the headlines are just White House card, White House card. Let's see the card and let's let it happen already. I think it's going to be June 14th or some shit like that. So, but let's post the card. Dana said they got it done. I don't know if I believe him. I don't know if I believe that shit. Why not just post it then? Show us. You know what? They might show us the White House card during the pay-per-view this weekend. Or the fight card this weekend. Maybe during one of the ads on UFC 326 during a fight break. They'll be like announcing the White House card. That's what a professional company would do. They would announce it during UFC 326. I think that's what we should do. What's up? What up, John Dong? What's up? What's going on, bro? What do you think of 326? What do you think of 327? Prates JDM. Prates JDM, that's a banger. Not much, how about you? Just got done training and drinking a protein shake. Back to training. 326 is pretty good. Am I being too hard on it? I think we need a better co-main event. Am I being too hard on it? I mean, I like Bahayo versus De Ritter. It's a good fight. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. They got to do sick promos for the White House card. This card better be fucking worth it. It better be good. I mean, I've never heard Dana go a sentence without talking about it. He's talking about he's going to put $60 million into this White House card. It better look like a $60 million card. I mean, you could do all the production you want. I don't give a fuck for all the production. I want to see sick matchups. Sick matchups. The sickest matchups of them all. No, you aren't being too hard. It has good fights. But they aren't meaningful. Like the winner of both the main and co-main would still lose to the champs in their respective divisions. Exactly. That's exactly what's going on. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. I think they should have put Buckley versus Brady on this card. Would have been sick. Will we see the McGregor show? It's possible. It's possible. But I think we're more likely to see John Jones than Conor McGregor. Diaz? McGregor versus Diaz, it's possible. But Nate Diaz, in the Paramount era, it might be hard to negotiate with him. Since they don't sell pay-per-views anymore. I don't know if they're going to pay Nate Diaz what he's going to ask for. It's possible, though. But if I had to guess if it's going to be John Jones or McGregor, I think we're more likely going to see John Jones. I don't know if McGregor has it in him to be athletic anymore. Like John Jones could be more locked in. I don't know if McGregor can ever return back to old form. We'll see. I will be extremely shocked if McGregor's on the card. But to be fair, it's hard to make cards that have meaningful fights. Most divisions have champs that are levels above their competition. I don't even need number one contender fights necessarily. Like Brady versus Buckley. Winner probably won't get a title fight, but I would love that fight to be on this card. I would love for that fight to be on this card. I think adding that fight to this card would make it stacked. Or, you know what's crazy? Volk said that he asked to be co-main event of this card, 326. I know, who would he have fought, right? But guys are asking to be on these fight cards. I feel like the UFC's turning them down. Holloway and Sugar. They can definitely put O'Malley on it. I could see that happening. And Max Holloway, he's definitely going to be asking to be on this card. I mean, what is it, March? He can make it on the card. I can definitely see them putting Max Holloway on there, for sure. I could definitely see that happening. But yeah, I want some sick matchups. I want Diego Yair. That needs to get booked. Like, that main event, Prates, Jack Della Maddalena. One of the sickest fights I've seen in a while. Didn't you say you play chess? What level am I? Let me go check. Let's see what I'm at right now. Right now, online, I don't take too seriously. Like, I'll play late at night if I'm half asleep even. I'm like 1150 right now. Online. On chess.com. But a lot of times I play randoms at night and I'm like half asleep sometimes. I'm talking, I'm chatting with people, and I'm just playing. But yeah, I'm like 1150 right now. I got to get to 1200. I like playing on the phone, on the app, but I like playing on the board even more. I got a wooden board. An old school wooden board. It's so much more fun playing for real on the real chessboard. What about you? What's your ranking? MMM is a great chess player. I love chess. It's fun. Not the best, but I mean, as far as your average player, I think I'd beat the average player. But yeah, thank you. Probably one of the funnest board games that people think is boring. It's not boring at all. You know, it's a fight. It's a psychological fight. I think McGregor plays chess. I've been getting into it. Yeah, it's fun. It's intense. It's got suspense. No doubt. You play on chess.com or a different site? I'm really good with the bishop. Pretty good with the bishop. Love the knights. Are you high at all on Kyle Dawkins? I think he's pretty good. He's big for the weight division, right? I mean, I think in the middleweight division he can do all right. He's got some power. He's got power. Maybe that break from the UFC was good for him. Didn't he just knock out GM3 recently? Let's see him fight someone else, because GM3, anyone can knock him out, right? How do you think Dawkins versus Bo Nickel goes? That's a good fight. I think Dawkins could pose some problems in the striking. I think Dawkins can pose some problems. That would be a solid fight. Would you rather see that or Bo Nickel versus Colby Covington? Why do I think they're going to do Colby versus Bo in the White House? He KO'd Michel Pereira in sub GM3. Right. That's good. I think that's more impressive than anything Bo Nickel's done so far in MMA. Do you think Dawkins is going to make it into the rankings? I think he can, yeah. Why not call out the winner or loser of RoboCop versus Ferreira? Why not go after Roman Dolidze or Jared Cannonier? I would call out those guys. Why not? They're not going to do Dawkins versus Nickel. But I would much rather see that fight instead of the Colby fight. Why is that? You think Colby would get smoked? A lot of people think Colby at this point in his career would get smoked by even by Bo Nickel. Because prime Colby was good. The Colby that fought Usman, he was good. But not so much anymore. I mean, his loss to Leon Edwards is aging horribly. His last fight, he lost to Buckley, right? But the build-up would be fun. I think Bo Nickel, Colby Covington at a press conference would be gold. Not even because you'd get smoked. I'm just not interested in seeing Colby fight anymore. I'm not either, but if it's against Bo, Bo isn't nothing sensational yet. I still think some people would pick Colby in that fight. So, if we're talking fight Bo Nickel, I'll watch Colby. If we're talking someone high in the rankings, no. Colby needs to fight down. As long as Colby's fighting down, I'm okay with it. MVP, Bo Nickel, you know, one of them guys. Well, MVP would kill him, but I think he has a chance against Bo Nickel. I'd probably pick Bo Nickel, though. Which is crazy to say. That's crazy to say. I think I missed one of those messages. Great red moon tonight. There's a red moon out tonight? That's crazy. I'm going to have to look at that. The red moon is out tonight. Damn. The blood is it blood orange? You know what? I did take a picture of the moon today. It was like all cloudy in front of it. It didn't look red though. I took a picture of the moon today, but there was like all this. I don't know if they sprayed shit in front of it, but this is the picture I took. Show us the vampire crab, bro. I'm the vampire. I'm the vampire. I'm the one who's up all night. How are you, man? I was hoping you'd go live today. I said I'm going live more. I'm doing good. How you doing, bro? I said I'd be going live more. Chemtrails, yeah, that's exactly, yeah. I didn't see red, but I saw chemtrails. I took this picture 3 hours ago. Like, damn, they put a lot of shit. They sprayed a lot of shit in front of the moon. Hey, what would Bryce Mitchell think of this picture? Of all that shit the government's spraying in front of the moon. What would Bryce Mitchell think of that? I don't know if I asked you this yet, but how do you think Mario Batista versus Peyton Tabbitt goes? Ooh. Wow. Mario Batista's really good. He just beat Vinicius Oliveira. And Peyton Tabbitt just out-wrestled Henry and beat his ass in a war. Wow. I have no idea on that fight. Batista's got better experience. I think Batista has the slight edge, but I'm not confident. I wouldn't bet on that. I would say Batista has the ability maybe to outstrength him. I could see Batista winning even boringly, holding him against the wall. Batista's not boring anymore. I'll give the slight edge to Mario. Super Mario. Been playing UFC 5 today. You know what I was just watching? Did you see it? Ilya Topuria was on that Aiden guy's stream. And he was playing FIFA and UFC 5 with him. Did you see that? I was just using Alexa Grasso. He was Macy Barber. Why didn't you choose Macy Barber? Why didn't you choose? Why do you like Grasso better? What do you think of their UFC 5 skills? And what did you think of that stream? What did you think of that stream overall? I watched that whole stream as well. Did you notice how Ilya, anytime that he got asked about Arman, he's just like, I don't make the decisions. I don't make the decisions. I would rather fight Patty. He would still rather fight Patty than Arman. Yuri's child expected to be born April 13th through 15th. And the fight is on April 11th. Yuri already got magical powers, then you add a kid on top of that. Gonna take something hella special to beat him. Damn, you're right. You are right. Yuri fighting days before, 72 hours before his kid's born? He might be even more of a madman. Carlos Ulberg gonna have his hands full. People talking about divorced Ilya. Damn, I mean, what about Yuri about to have a kid? He might be next level now. You pick Grasso. Grasso's hands are fun as hell. I'm too good in the pocket with her. Alright, you going Mexican style with her, huh? Fighting like a Mexican. That's what's up. I think I would choose Macy Barber, but yeah. Do you think you'd beat Ilya Topuria in UFC 5? And on that Aiden Ross stream, do you think Ilya Topuria... Why is Ilya Topuria so uninterested in fighting Arman? Like, when Aiden asked him, do you still want to fight Patty and Justin? He's like, yeah. When Aiden asked him, what about Arman? I don't make the decisions. I'm like, geez. I disagree with Ilya Topuria. He says he doesn't make the decisions. You can still ask for a fight, and the UFC will likely give it to you. Nate Diaz has called his shots before. Connor's called his shots. Sean Strickland's called... Hamza, he's a champ. He's saying he wants to fight Strickland. Why can't Topuria ask for Arman? Volk is going out of his way. He's asking for undefeated Masvar or Lerone Murphy. Why can't Ilya say, I want Arman? Whether they give it to him or not. You could at least try your luck and ask for him. Natalia is my favorite fighter to use in flyweight because her taekwondo is world class. Insanely fast kicks. I feel like in the women's division, yeah, the kicks matter a lot more, I feel like. Because they're all in the lighter weight classes. You can use your speed more. So who are we feeding Amavov to? A welterweight moving up to keep him busy while Mr. Strickland chases gold? A what welterweight moving up? If there's any welterweight that should move up to middleweight, it should be Usman. I think Usman versus Dreykus sounds pretty damn interesting. Amavov, if Strickland is chasing gold, if it's going down with Strickland and Hamzat, wow. Amavov is just left kicking rocks. I would say, oh, it already happened. I was going to say Brennan and Allen, but they already fought. Okay, okay. That's tough. I would say... You know what? That's tough. I mean, the biggest fight is Izzy versus Pfeiffer. But Imavov knocked out Izzy. Damn, that's tough for Imavov. He's left kicking rocks. Kicks in heavyweight are nasty too, bro. The liver kicks. Yeah, you got to kick the right side of their body. But who the hell is good with kicks at heavyweight? Who's good with kicks at heavyweight? Friday at Freddy's, the Gobies band. Didn't you see them? Or somewhere? Yes, I did see the band, the Gobies. It was at a country fair in a beer tent. Yeah, the Gobies. They do country. I saw them. I saw them. That's cool. All right. Are you going to go watch them live on Friday? But yeah, I seen the Gobies handful of times now. Fucking Marlon Vera, huh? Like, Cheeto is one of those guys where you know if you were controlling him with a joystick, you would do so much better than he does. You're right. You're right. Volkov is good with kicks, isn't he? So is Gon. They are. Remember Gon's liver kicks on Ty? Brutal. Yeah, Gon's got better liver kicks, I would say. And yeah, Cheeto Vera's like that. What you just said about Cheeto Vera, like how you wish you can control him with like a game controller. That's what I always said about Tyron Woodley back in the day. If you could just control that, if he could just use his athleticism and put his mind to it, he'd be a monster. There's so many fighters like that. There's so many fighters that have all the tools, but they just can't pull the trigger. I was thinking that about Atiba Gaudier's last fight. I think that all the time. I was thinking that when Carlos Prates was fighting Ian Gary. I'm like, bro, if I can control you right now, just throw those powerful hands. Gaethje said Piotr Jan will smoke O'Malley in a rematch. Like he's confident Jan is better. I think Jan is definitely better. Because, okay, Jan beat O'Malley. And I rewatched Song Yadong versus O'Malley. I gave it to O'Malley. People need to calm down though. That was a close fight. If you can't understand why someone thought Song Yadong won the first time, that's crazy. I get it. I rewatched it. O'Malley beat Yadong fairly, but he lost to Jan. I think Piotr Jan can handle grapplers. I think Jan has a better chance against Merab. I think Jan does good against Umar. I don't think O'Malley can survive against Merab or Umar. I think style-wise, O'Malley has the best chance to beat Jan. Style-wise. Because Jan is not 100% heavy grappler. He's a good he mixes it all up. So I think Jan is O'Malley's only chance to get the belt. I think it's for sure that Umar beats O'Malley, and it's for sure Merab beats O'Malley. I think O'Malley has a slight chance against Jan. I do. That's his best bet. Because you want a striker if you're O'Malley. You want to strike. I have a question. Who's going to be the main girl event on the White House card? If there is any female fight on the White House card, it's going to be Kayla Harrison versus Amanda Nunes. That's the biggest women's female fight you could put on right now. I actually think that's going to be on the card. I'm predicting it. Right here. You heard it here first. Kayla Harrison versus Amanda Nunes is going to be on the White House card. Islam versus Conor in the White House main event. Conor would get destroyed easily. Islam would smother him. If we're talking Conor, I think Conor versus Gamebred Jorge Masvidal. You know what? I want to see. I always wanted to see Conor versus Gaethje. I swear. Remember when Conor fought Cowboy in 2020? I think it should have been Conor versus Gaethje. I still want to see Conor McGregor versus Justin Gaethje. That's the fight. I always wondered how their styles would do against each other. I thought Song might have edged it watching it live, but I was fogged. Rewatch, I gave Sean round 1. Biggest robbery in the sport, though, with him and Jan. Controversial classic. Yeah, I rewatched it. Sean O'Malley, he landed the more accurate punches round 1. But watching it live, Yadong was being the aggressor, so I understand why I thought Song won round 1. But yeah, rewatching it, O'Malley landed cleaner strikes. But against Jan, O'Malley only won round 1. And Piotr Jan won round 2 and 3. With round 2 being really close. But Jan still won, you know? Okay, who thinks that Ilya Topuria dusts Arman, smokes Arman? Because if you watch that live stream, Ilya Topuria is still acting like Arman is just an average fighter. He's just a, yeah, if the UFC offers me him, sure. Ilya's putting on this attitude to where he thinks Arman is no threat at all. That's just shocking to me. I can't believe more people aren't talking about it. I mean, is that not... am I crazy? Or is Ilya not... Is Ilya ducking Arman? And everyone just gives him a pass? Am I crazy? Am I an Ilya Topuria hater? I think I'm the only one who knows about MMA who thinks Ilya wants no part of Arman. It's always fun picking the matchup of a fight that's going ahead. Like doing a Max versus Charles fight in UFC 5 these past few weeks been so nice. Hey, maybe it can help you with the predictions. You're right. Hey, Ilya. You know what? I'm surprised everyone's picking Max. I'm picking Max. But I really thought there'd be a lot of people picking Charles. I thought it'd be like 60-40 in favor of Max. It seems like nobody's picking Charles. Like, I can't think of anyone who's picking Charles, which is crazy. I remember I kept picking Strickland, and a lot of people were choosing Fluffy. Yeah. Because Strickland, that was a good pick. But man, I was so mad and bored watching Dreykus versus Strickland, the rematch. I was so bored watching Costa versus Strickland. I couldn't pick Strickland again. Body shot. Yeah, I think Max should go to the body a lot. Charles has 100 stat in submission offense. He's so good. He's so good. Do you think he's the best grappler in the UFC? I picked Strickland as well. Wish I put more money on him. Yeah, he was a huge underdog. In hindsight, Strickland was a great pick. He was. Dana White was bragging on how much money people made off him. I was picking Sean in UFC 5, and opponents were picking Fluffy during build-ups because it's funny. Yeah, it makes sense. That's the actual fight that's going down. Yeah, Sean was like a plus 250 underdog, I think. He was. I'll have to go with your choice on that fight. That's what I'm saying. Everyone's picking Max. I'm picking Max, but I'm surprised that no one out there is picking Charles to win. I still think Charles probably has more power, but Max has way more volume. I love using Bryce Mitchell, though, in UFC 5. Insanely funny. I'm glad he's in the game. I'm glad he's in the game. I'm ready for the Bryce Mitchell announcement. I'm ready for Bryce Mitchell versus Alejandro Topuria. What's the holdup here? I'm ready. I think Bryce Mitchell just built a new gym. He's been promoting it. You hear about that? I want to stop in there and train. Bryce Mitchell opened a new gym in Arkansas. That'd be awesome. I should stop in there and grapple with Bryce. I throw my opponents off so badly. They're just like, what? He's picking Bryce? Is that rare? That must be a rare thing. Because bantamweight stacked. They're probably like, yeah. Why would you pick Bryce? I feel like he's a good pick, especially if you're grappling. Spam some takedowns? Why not? Why not? I can't wait for his next fight. It is rare for someone to pick Bryce. I just used him to throw people off, but he's pretty good. He is pretty good. The only fight I feel like was terrible was that Gene Silva fight. That was a rough watch. That was rough. Damn, I really needed Bryce to at least go the distance in that fight. There was so much on the line. But Gene Silva was that good. Gene Silva, he's that good. Who should Gene Silva fight next? Hey, I think I'm a pretty good matchmaker because I suggested Gene Silva fights Aljamain Sterling next. And I'm hearing rumors. It might be Eljo versus John Silva. I think that's a good matchup right there. That's a good fight. Eljo versus John Silva. I like that fight. That's what's up. Because John Silva, let's see how good of a grappler he is, right? Bryce couldn't get him down. Let's see if Eljo can. And Eljo, he has problems with power punchers. So let's see. Aljo's got weird striking, so let's see if his funky style can help him survive against John Silva. I'm ready for these matchups to get announced. I'm ready, man. I'm ready. I mean, I have high expectations for Paramount all the time. Let's see, let's see. But yeah, Bryce, he's doing his thing. I'd pick him in the game too. I'd pick him. Let's see what bantamweight's looking like right now. We got to get Kyler Phillips and Montel Jackson out of the rankings. I don't think they have a shot at all of moving up the division. We got to make bantamweight one of the most stacked divisions again. We got to. Flyweight's getting good again. Flyweight's getting real good. I'm not joking. Seems like featherweight's kind of stagnated after that Lopez title fight. We're on the brink of getting some new blood at lightweight, especially after 326 or 327. Did you guys see that Ali Abdelaziz tweeted, yeah, it's not going to be Ian Gary next for Islam Makhachev. We got something else coming. Like, what? What the hell does that mean? I thought Ian Gary versus Islam Makhachev makes the most sense. Why would Ali Abdelaziz tweet that, you know? Why wouldn't they choose Ian Gary? Who else makes sense? Unless there's a better matchup for Islam than Ian Gary that I don't know about, like for the fans. Damn, my phone died. Just turned it on. It happens to me all the time. All the time. Featherweight's getting better soon with Silva, Garcia, Vallejos, and Costa. Yeah, Melt Costa. Steve Garcia, yep. Yep. John Silva, no doubt. And yeah, Vallejos. It is. We just got, it's just at a stalemate. We got to get the division moving. Lopez versus Volk held it up. They might be eyeing Conor. I will not watch Conor versus Islam. Islam is so much better than Conor McGregor right now. It's not even fair. Conor can't even beat Poirier. Conor couldn't even beat 2021 Poirier. How is he going to beat pound for pound #1 Islam? Like, Ian Gary would beat Conor McGregor right now. Anyone in the top 5 right now. Bilal Muhammad would beat Conor right now, I feel like. Kamaru Usman would beat Conor right now. If Conor wants to knock out a welterweight, maybe he should just fight Leon Edwards. Maybe Conor McGregor versus Leon Edwards. That's why you can't top it as the greatest sports comeback of all time if he'd KO'd the champ. Oh, that's why you can't top it as the greatest sports comeback of all time if he KO'd the champ. It's fun to think about, but I deem that damn near impossible. I deem that damn near impossible. I mean, I saw him at when he does the face-offs for bare knuckle. A fighter barely nudged him, and he was like, "Whoa!" Like when fighters get rough during the bare knuckle face-offs, and Conor's like in between them. One little push, and he can barely stand. He's like wobbling. I feel like Conor can't even stand on his 2 feet. Titanium shin. I get it. He beat Cowboy Cerrone, but that Floyd fight killed him. That Floyd boxing match was the absolute end of Conor. I feel like that was like a big rig. That was like a rigged bullshit fight. Cowboy Cerrone versus McGregor. I feel like that boxing match against Floyd, when Conor went Hollywood, that was it. I mean, the Russian can be knocked out. You never know. Yeah, but you have to train. You have to train to knock out Islam Makhachev. You have to listen to your coaches. You have to be in that gym, fighting tough competition. I haven't seen Conor McGregor spar anybody more than 150 pounds. If you look at all of McGregor's sparring footage, he spars guys that walk around at 150 pounds or less. Islam Makhachev probably walks around like no less than 190. He's probably damn near 200 pounds. McGregor spars with 150 pounds. I don't even think McGregor can walk. I'll just say that. I'm so high right now. Picked up more dabs this morning. Yeah, what kind of strain you got? Do you like the sativa concentrate? You like more of the downer? You like more of the dank, funky stuff? Or more of the citrusy sativa leaning? The dispensary I buy my stuff from always gives 30% off everything Monday. I just go there every Monday and buy dabs. That's what's up. That's what's up. Do you like infusing your joints or you don't like rolling at all? I grabbed some shatter for my rig. Do you mind what strain it is? Like, does taste matter to you? Or you just say, hey, give me the highest THC percentage? I like rolling myself. Me too. Me too. I tuck and roll. I tuck and I roll. What's your favorite shatter strain? Or crumble strain or sugar? Like, I get the best shit that's the most appropriate price. Do you smell them all before you choose? Do you like open all the jars and see which one smells best? How do you think MVP versus Strickland goes? Do you think it'd be boring? I think it'd be boring. But I think it'd be somewhat of a chess match. How would it go? That's a great question. I actually think Strickland has a better chance than people would think. I think that's like a 50-50 fight. That's a very hard fight to predict. That's a very hard fight to predict. Now, is it 5 rounds? I think Strickland could win if it's 5 rounds. I could definitely see MVP sticking and moving for 3 rounds. I think Strickland has a good chance. I mean, think about it. Mike Perry beat MVP in bare knuckle. I know that's bare knuckle. I know there's no kicks. But Strickland's a pretty good MMA fighter. You know what? I'll go Strickland. I'd go Strickland. At this point, if you told me they're making that fight at middleweight today, I'm picking Strickland. I think decision for sure, though. Unless Strickland lands flush or he's got more power, I doubt it. I think Strickland would win a decision. Because he's going to be pressuring moving forward. It'd be hilarious if that fight happened and it turned out to be a good fight. It could. It could. I mean, you don't know. But MVP hasn't had a banger fight yet. Yeah, he fought Cannonier. There would be an exciting moment. Then it'd get dull. Right? Then there'd be a kind of exciting moment. And then it'd get dull. He's never had like a full-on, every minute is exciting fight yet. Most people I ask say the fight would be boring. I think a finish would be very unlikely. I'll say that. So what if it turned out to be a good fight? While Hamzat versus Dreykus was supposed to be a good fight, turned out boring. I know, no one knew Hamzat was capable of such boringness. Apparently, New Jersey is set for May. Just sounds like a venue they'd throw Boers and Strickland on. New Jersey? Is that a numbered card? Huh? Deuce, Hamzat Strickland, let's do it. Let's do it. The more we announce, the better. So what would be potentially the most exciting title fight for everyone? What's the number one title fight you guys want to see? Like best versus the best. They threw Marab, O'Malley 2 in Jersey, and Sterling Cejudo. I didn't like either of those fights. What's the most exciting title fight to you guys? Piotr Yan versus Charles Jourdain. Heat. Hey, Jourdain's got some climbing to do, but hey, potentially. I mean, what are we talking? Most exciting potential title fight? Air Jourdain. Yeah, Air Jordan. You guys feeling Pereira versus Gane? Hamzat Strickland? Islam Gary? Come on. What I'm trying to get everyone to say is Ilya Topuria versus Arman is the most exciting title fight. Potentially, no? You want to see Morales versus Islam? Would you rather see Arman versus Ilya or Morales versus Islam? Me, I want to see nothing more than Arman versus Ilya. I feel like the fans should be like telling UFC, let's go. Just like John Jones versus Aspinall. If Paulo beats Azamat Mirzakhanov, him versus Yuri for the belt? No. He can't jump Magomed on Kalaev, can he? He's not dependable. He needs 2 fights to prove. Azamat. Mirzakhanov. I feel like Magomed. I feel like I would love to see Yuri spark Magomed. Let's do Yuri versus Paulo at Little Caesars. Would you go? If it's Yuri fighting, of course. Of course. Would I watch Yuri fight? Of course. Yes. Oh, and Paulo Costa versus Yoel Romero is one of my favorite fights of all time, by the way. I've never been attached to Ilya or Arman. I don't know why. I think they're very good fighters. They just don't click with me. It's because Ilya doesn't fight. And it's because the UFC won't offer Arman a legit fight. I'm sorry, Mateusz Gamrot does not deserve to fight Arman. No one does. Except a title fight. Lightweight division has always been the most exciting to me. They're handing Yuri a free dub with Olberg. Yo, whoa. Let's not get crazy here. I think on paper, Olberg is the safer pick. It's so scary watching Yuri fight, you know, even when you're his fan. You're like, damn, he's running right into the fire. Olberg plays it safe. He plays it very safe. He's very cautious. And he doesn't have little pepper punches. He knocked out no Chin Reyes, but I hope Yuri walks through him, but I think it's going to be tough. I think Olberg's better than Khalil. I think Olberg right now is better than Hill. And those were Yuri's last two opponents. So, could Yuri beat Olberg? Yeah, but Olberg is better than Yuri's last two opponents. He's younger in fight years, especially more defensive. He does have probably more power than Jamal Hill and Khalil. But I'm still going with Yuri, no doubt. Yuri would blow the roof off Lil Caesar so easily. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Everyone would be screaming. The floor would be shaking. No doubt about it. The floor would be shaking. If Yuri and Strickland were scaled to the same size, who wins that? Wait, Strickland's a big boy. He puffs up. They're basically the same size. They're very close in size. Yuri even thought about going to middleweight before. I'm going to imagine them as they are now, because Strickland could make 205. Who wins that? I would say Yuri. I would say Yuri wins that fight. Does he get hit with a bunch of jabs? Yeah. Does he probably walk through him as the fight goes on? And is he more aggressive than Strickland? I think so. That's a great fight. But you know how Dreykus kind of out-volumed Strickland with pressure and like a wide array of attacks? I think Yuri could do that. I'd go Yuri. But I would watch that. I would so watch that. They should spar. One of Yuri's best moves is his head block. Why do you think that move is so good? Because before fighters throw their punch, sometimes their fist is open. And it doesn't close till they extend their arm, which could break their hand, right? Doesn't Justin Gaethje sometimes do the head block? I think I missed a message. Imagine Schizo Tony Ferguson versus Schizo BJ Penn at Waffle House at 3 a.m. That is crazy. I would pick Schizo Ferguson. He's definitely going to steal all of BJ Penn's Waffle House food. Waffle House parking lots are insane. I went to one in Atlanta. There was all types of crazy shit I was looking at out my car window. That'd be insane. We seen Schizo BJ Penn get knocked out at a bar, right? In the parking lot. I'm going Tony in that one. That'd be a crazy moment. That'd be a crazy moment. I'd go with Kid Rock. I would make a bet that Kid Rock is going to be in the crowd for the White House card. I could see him being in the crowd for the White House card. You know, Dana White would be like, dude, this card was so great. Kid Rock even showed up. That's how good this card was. Let's hear what Kid Rock has to think about this. That's going to be like the appeal of the White House card. I don't know. The crowd's going to be very strange at the White House card. I wonder if there's even going to be chanting and roaring and cheering. I mean, how loud can a bunch of rich, famous people really get in the crowd? Maybe you might even hear a pebble drop. It might be so quiet at the White House card. Who knows? I can't picture a bunch of rich millionaire billionaires going, yeah! Bro, the options for the halftime show was some gay dude Or crack rock. That was lame. That was lame. That was lame. I think they should have went with some metal. Some metal or some heavy rock. Some hard rock. Like, I'd have taken something as mainstream as Metallica even. I'd have taken a more underground hard rock band even. Something to blow the roof off the place. Man, it's so hard to knock out Macy Barber in this game. Had to put so much effort. So durable. Eats shots. I was using Valentina too and doing damage control. Damn. Valentina could barely even do the job. Damn. Alright. Okay. They gave Macy Barber some durability. Not mad at it. Sounds like the women's division's fun to fight on. Metallica is doing a concert at the Sphere. Yeah, you going? You going? I seen them before at Comerica Park. They killed it. I seen them before. It was great. I think it was 2016 or 2017. I saw them. I wouldn't be mad at all if they did the Super Bowl halftime show. Damage, not control. What's a fight style do you wish would make a comeback to the UFC? I want to see Dillashaw's stance switches more often. I want to see that Tony Ferguson style, that non-stop pace, where Joe Rogan goes, oh my God, he just doesn't stop. This guy runs up the mountains in Big Bear with a 50-pound pack. This guy is a freak. He's got like 3 lungs. I like the non-stop cardio machines, like Prime Colby, never stops working. Tony Ferguson never stopped attacking. Spinning elbow. Jab. Cross. Inside low. Like the non-stop crazy cardio. Even Max Holloway, you know, like those type of fights. The non-stop pace. High pace fights. We're seeing a lot of people gas out nowadays. Moreno needs to learn to fight in southpaw. Got his leg fucked badly. Man. Moreno just needs to be on the undercard. No more main event. No more main event. I think the division's passed him up. I think flyweight's getting too good for Brandon Moreno. And I don't see any new wrinkles in his game. But yeah. Maybe if he learned how to switch stances, it could be too late, but who knows? All the billionaires at the White House event will be betting on the favorite and trying to purchase the fighters after the event. Yeah, they'll probably try to get him to go to their underground tunnel party after the event. That's what they're going to try to do. They're going to take him to the tunnels. No, I'm not going, but that would be great. I saw them. I saw Metallica multiple times, though. Oh, you saw them? Hell yeah! I can't wait for the concerts. It's almost warm out, and I'll be hitting a lot of concerts soon, this summer, no doubt. It's pretty funny. We all have one arm that does everything, and the other arm is like, how the fuck do you hold a pencil? Right, unless you're ambidextrous. See, I'm weird. I'm left-handed. I write left-handed. Ain't that something? The first words of Yuri's child will be, let's go for that. Or, yeah, or it'd be samurai. Yeah, but let's go for that. You're damn right. The Eagles play the Sphere also. I heard they were really great. I think a concert at the Sphere would be fucking crazy. Damn, that'd be good. That'd be cool to see. Who wins? I would love to go to a concert at the Sphere. But hey, it's almost concert time. I like the outdoor concerts in the summer though. Nothing beats the outdoor concerts. Who wins, Prime Tony or Benoit Saint Denis? Prime Tony. I'm getting more high right now. My PS5's been on. Hey, some people are more focused on their game when they're stoned. Some people play way better. You're looking right at them. Ilya's mentality should change. Everyone's when it comes to fighting. He is supremely confident in his skills and doesn't make any excuses before his fights. But that's because he hasn't fought who the people want him to fight. I don't think he's ever fought anyone where he doesn't have more on the line. Or where he has more on the line. I'll give Man, I just can't with this Ilya stuff. So no one cares he's not fighting Arman. No one gives a shit, I guess. Is that right? No one cares he's not fighting Arman. That's crazy. We wanted Tony to fight Khabib. We wanted Jones to fight Aspinall. No one wants Arman to fight Ilya. Less than 5% of the population is left-handed. Wow. I thought it was 11%. That's even cooler. 5%, that's rare. I spar southpaw as well. Prime El Kukui. Prime El Kukui smokes Benoit Saint Denis. A better question would be who wins, Prime El Kukui or Arman? Now, that'd be a good fight. Holy fuck, so high right now. What's the strain? What's the strain? Is it 11%? Gotta Google it, but I'm pretty sure it's around 5. You gotta check again. Hey, hopefully your dabs are higher than 11%. What are your dabs? 90%? 90% THC? Yep, southpaw it is. But I swing, I bat righty. And if I had a hockey stick on me, I would hold a righty stick. But yeah, I like the Prime versus Prime matchups. Those are fun to talk about. Prime Tony Ferguson. Man. We'll never get that again. 2016 or 2017 lightweight division was insane. I mean, we had Conor, Khabib, Tony, Gaethje, Alvarez, Barboza. Yo, that was a stacked fucking division. Peace out. Thanks for the Monday evening live chat. Crashing out. Winning money making Mitch. Thanks for joining the chat. Hell yeah. There's going to be a lot more of these Monday evening night chats. Even other days, yeah. I said we're live streaming more. But yeah, thanks for joining the chat. Ilya has the best 3-fight win streak in UFC history. I get you. I get you. I hear you. I hear you, but the Charles one was... Come on. Did Charles even deserve to be fighting for a belt? That's my question. Charles was on a 1-fight win streak against Michael Chandler. I get it. Charles is a huge name. BMF fighter. But he was on a 1-fight win streak fighting for a title. And Ilya's probably going to fight another guy in a 1-fight win streak. I look at it like this. I think Ilia Topuria has a total of 2 UFC lightweight wins. Arman has about 10 or 11 wins at lightweight in the UFC. And Arman beat Charles before Topuria did and got nothing from it. But when Topuria beats Charles, he gets a belt. I don't think anyone's ever looked at it like that. The dabs I got's called Platinum Jelly Shatter. Damn, that sounds good. Hella strong, indica dominant. I had something similar to that. I had jelly something. What was it? Something jelly. Yeah, I think it was... Yeah, something jelly. Those were good. I like those ones. Indica dominant. That's how you do it at night. No doubt. Ilya's just different, honestly. A whole other level of MMA. Top level striking, wrestling, BJJ toughness, power. Yeah, I'm just ripped. Playing. Watching. That's what's up. That's how you do it. That's how you do it, man. Does anyone train at all? Anyone in the chat train at all? Anything boxing, jiu-jitsu, wrestling? But yeah, about Ilya. Okay, yeah. He is phenomenal. He's phenomenal. So why is he cherry picking opponents? That's my only question. If you're so good, call out the top best guy. Bilal Muhammad has become so irrelevant. Oh my God. You know what? I still want to see him fight Usman. I think that'd be cinema. I train BJJ. That's what's up. What belt are you again? I forgot. I don't know if you told me what belt you are. Remember, he crotch sniffed Leon and then sat out for a year and didn't defend the belt. Bilal Muhammad, yeah, I mean, yeah, he's irrelevant. I think he needs to get an Usman fight. I think he needs that Usman fight. I can't believe Usman didn't accept it. That would have been amazing. I don't think I told you my belt yet. I'm a purple belt, close to brown. Hey, I'm purple belt too. I'm purple belt too. Okay, what are you working on in your game right now? Because me, I feel comfortable everywhere. The only time I don't feel 100% confident is if someone's trying to get my heel. The only time I'm not 100% confident is when someone's going for those heels. How confident are you with the leg entanglements? Offensively and defensively. Do you feel like you could start playing the leg entanglements all day? Or you just want to get the hell out of there? Bro, we're not scared of Arman. We want to fight Islam, honestly. But the Islam is huge. He's a welterweight now. I mean, if you beat Arman, you get the Islam fight. Now you've convinced everybody that you can handle the bigger, badder version of Arman. The bigger, tougher version of Arman, Islam. But we're talking about Ilya's weight division. He's a lightweight, no? I mean, Islam is not a lightweight. Arman is. I mean, Ilya versus Arman it sells. What's the holdup? It sells. Arman's a formidable opponent. Ilya's a great fighter. Let's get it. Let's get it going. He's got work to do right now. He's in a stacked welterweight division. Oh, nice. Trying to get better at takedowns. I'm decent at leg entanglements. Not the best at defending them, though. Okay. I love takedowns. Start on the feet. If you want to get better at takedowns, always stand on the feet. I used to train as a teen, then got my ass beat a bunch. Well, it's good to get beat, but not to a pulp. Like it's good to get beat. I think that gets you better, but you also got to find guys that you're better than too. You got to verse people you're better than and that can whoop you. Like a perfect mix. You listen to any Doughboys Cash Out this week? No, I've been writing a little bit to some beats. But I have been I've listened to it, but I'm like shuffle play while I'm working out in the background. Give me some more, give me a Doughboy Cash Out recommendation. Maybe I heard it. If not, I'll add it to the playlist. Well, actually, I can defend them pretty well when I'm caught in one. But you're supposed to avoid getting in those positions in the first place. And I'm not the best at that. I'm good at avoiding it. So what I'm going to do is I'm purposely going to put myself in the leg entanglements. That's the only way to solve the puzzle. Like in the gym, purposely put yourself in the leg entanglements. Have you done any tournaments recently where they allow heel hooks? Yeah, have you done any tournaments recently where they allow heel hooks? And how did it go? Man, that would be so epic, though. The Red Wings in attendance for Yuri's fight while he does magic at Little Caesars. Dude, and hell yeah. And then at the Red Wings game, Yuri walks on the ice in front of all the fans. UFC fighter Yuri. And they hand Yuri Prohaska a Red Wings jersey that says Prohaska on the back. That'd be sick. Is that your prediction? Yuri's going to be the main event of UFC Detroit? That'd be nuts. Golden Knights were in attendance when Yuri slept Khalil and when Potan finished Ankh. They got an epic night. You know what? You're right. I remember that. They had a hockey jersey and the NBA jerseys, right? I honestly kind of suck at everything I've ever done. I want to go back and do it. It's fun. Yeah, hell yeah, do it again. What are you the best at? Whether it's a sport or a trade or what's your best skill in life right now? Is it building and fixing things? Is it a sport? Is it, I don't know, crypto? What is your best skill right now? Oh no, actually I've never competed. Wow, you never competed. How old are you? I need to know when you started jiu-jitsu. I've competed at white belt a couple times. I've competed at blue belt. I'm purple belt. I still have yet to compete at purple belt. So I'm looking forward to my first purple belt competition. History. Oh yeah, history. Yeah, we've chopped it up about history. Okay, I get you. Yep. History. I like it. I'm 24. Started back in early 2020. Wow. So you must have recently got your purple belt, no? Okay. That makes sense. So, okay, so why didn't you compete at white belt or blue belt? And did your coach ever say, you know what, you got to compete if you want this purple belt? No, I got my purple belt almost 2 years ago. Whoa, wow. Wow. So you got it in 4 years? Okay. Okay. Wow. So why didn't you compete at white belt or blue belt? History isn't a job, though. Unless you want to lie to people. That's true. That is very true. Yeah, I agree 100%. Or brainwash yourself. Are you actually committed to this vampire crab shit, though? I think an aquarium in the background would be fucking sick. I think it would be sick. I really do. I think my cat would love it too. If my cat saw an aquarium back there, that'd be the best gift I could get her. Oh, there she is right there. I gotta do it for Marley, my cat. But yeah, I'll get it. I'll get it. My coach doesn't force anyone to compete. He wants his students to consider it, but he doesn't force it. Okay, okay. Are you ever going to compete? And what's your style? Yeah, are you ever going to compete? And what is your game? Because when you're a purple belt, you're supposed to know your game. That's when you know your style. So what's your jiu-jitsu style? I remember that one day we just kept Googling fish months ago. I know. I looked up everything under the sea. No, an aquarium sounds badass. It'll happen eventually, but that'll take time. That'll take time. It'll happen, though. It'll happen. I just keep getting busy and distracted with other stuff in my life. So I've never convinced myself to compete. Also, I just find it too stressful. Like if I sign up for a tournament, that's all I'm going to have on my mind. I'm worried about getting injured. Okay. Okay. I mean, I guess you just got to say, the only injury I'm worried about is if someone rips a heel hook. But I didn't have to worry about that at white belt and blue belt. I didn't really have to worry about that too much at white belt and blue belt. It's mostly everything's legal but the heel hook. But, you know, purple and up, those heel hooks, they're legal. I just wish you had to start on your feet. That's the only thing I wish about jiu-jitsu. I wish you had to start on your feet. I wish you weren't allowed to butt scoop. But you should just if you're super curious about jiu-jitsu and you want to know where your weakness is, just compete. I think that'll make you like twice as good if you do a match. And if you're worried about getting injured, do a strength program. You know, lift weights after training or bands. Also, I think it's a confidence thing as well. Like, I'm worried that I'm going to get smashed and then think that the time I spent training was a waste. No, it won't be. If you get smashed, then that's all you work on in the gym. Like, if someone takes you down in 1 second, you got to work on your takedown defense all month. If someone holds you down in side control, you got to work on side control escapes the whole month. Because right now, you don't know what to work on because you might not know your weakness. And then you'll learn your strength too. If you just start guillotining people, you might know, hey, my arms are built for guillotines. Let me sharpen that up. What's your style? What's your jiu-jitsu style? Man, Macy Barber is cracked. She's so OP in this game. Hey, someone in the UFC loves her. Someone in the UFC must love her. I might compete someday. I've considered it a few times. Do it. Do it. Hell yeah. What other MMA YouTubers do you watch and watched in the past? Okay, besides the MMA guru, we all know he's the biggest MMA YouTuber. I would say I don't really watch too much Lucas Tracy. I don't really watch that. MMA Joey. Just kidding. Just kidding. I would say Bedtime MMA. There's this guy, Jake Gerber. What's his name? He's alright. I don't mind Bedtime MMA's bingo card predictions or rants. If I want to watch the drama, I watch MMA Guru. And if I want like more like down the middle opinions, that Jake Gerber guy, he's all right. I've seen MMA Shay pop up on my feed. I just never really watched his stuff yet. But I think Bedtime MMA is doing a good job. He's on Tim Welch. He's on the Submission Radio. He got an interview with DJ. Playing as the woman is so much fun because they're fast and little weight. Pocket boxing is insane. Yeah, they're just all speed. They're just all Speedy Gonzalez. Yeah, I don't mind playing in that division. If you're just going for speed. As for my style, I'm mainly a guard player. But I like going for wrestle-ups. Okay. I'm more top control. Now, my best guard is butterfly guard. That is my favorite guard. When I do that, work on that shoulder crunch butterfly guard sweep. It's amazing. Just YouTube it. The shoulder crunch butterfly. I love butterfly guard. It's very hard to pass my guard, but I like to play more pressure from top. Did you watch Rigo before? I have seen his stuff, all the spiritual stuff. I think he was right on the money with a lot of the spiritual tattoos that people have, but I think he's a creep. I think, wasn't he on some like little boy's live stream telling him that he's taking a shower or something? That Rigo guy. She just eats shots, bro. Pun intended. Flyweight is stacked as fuck because they got Valentina, Grasso, Natalia, Fro, Rose, Whaley, Blanchfield, Barbara. Yeah. Yeah. You know what? Okay. That's an underrated division in the game. I see. They put on more exciting fights in the game than in the real fights on the fight nights. Oh yeah, shoulder crunch is a good sweep. I used to watch Rigo before all the creep stuff, and then I stopped watching him. Plus, he's rude as fuck. Yeah, I don't even know if he likes MMA. I don't know. He just doesn't seem like... I don't know, yeah. Weird vibe. Dude's got a weird vibe. I forgot about that guy. Weird stuff. Yeah, I haven't watched him. I seen like one of his videos about satanic tattoos, and that was it. Yeah, I love women's flyweight. What's your second favorite division in UFC 5? I like Rigo's content, but I don't know if he's a creep or not. Or to what capacity. I saw this... Some YouTuber made a video about it, and it was like... I don't know how old he was, but it was like this teenage kid. And Rigo just keeps writing in the chat, I'm watching this while I'm in the shower. I'm taking a shower like every 5 seconds. I'm showering right now watching you. I'm showering watching you. And it was like some kid on his stream. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, he was saying all this weird stuff in a 16-year-old boy's stream. The boy was trying to defend Rigo and said he didn't feel comfortable, but he was obliged to defend Rigo. Because Rigo would send viewers to the kids' channel. Yeah, that dude, it's definitely some creepy shit going on. Definitely. I'm on Black Ops 7 now. Woo! Okay. You kicking ass in gun game? One in a chamber? Search and destroy? At Caden, watch Ronin MMA's video about him. Oh yeah, I think I seen that. Yep. I don't mind Ronin MMA, but wow, he's he's got a funny voice. He's got like a frog voice. So Rigo. I watched Ronin MMA's Ali Abdallah disease video. Bantamweight is actually my favorite, and then it's women's flyweight. Fair. Yeah, you like the lighter divisions where they're all fast. I get you. And Rigo's simps were like, oh, Rigo is just joking. But since when is it okay for a 30-year-old to make jokes with a minor like that? Yeah, there's always sheep. They won't believe it even if it's right in front of their face. One in the chamber I'm on right now. Loading in a match. Oh, man. That game brings up so many memories. Damn. One in a chamber. Now, that is one of the most intense, scary games in Black Ops. In a good way. It's very intense. But have you playing the whole time? That's what's up. Hell yeah. You always got the dual monitors going. You got the right setup going on. Like you said. I'm 24 and I wouldn't make jokes like that with another guy my age. Yeah, Rigo, he's weird. Very weird. I even forgot about him. I didn't even know people still watch him. So how can a 30-year-old make those jokes with someone half his age? Because he's a creep, and yeah, he's probably sick in the head. I bet he's sick in the head. I like Piotr Jan and Sean O'Malley a lot. That's why. Piotr is my favorite in the whole game. Well, yeah, he's well-rounded, checks all the boxes. He's a machine. It makes sense why he's good in the video game, too. But for some reason, I always love playing in lightweight. Piotr is massively broken and overpowered. Would you beat Aiden Ross and Taporia in UFC 5? I know that Rigo has made videos exposing creeps in MMA, so I wouldn't say he is all bad. I don't think that takes away from what he's done, though. That doesn't cancel out what his creepiness. Just because he could spot another fellow creep. Of course he could spot out other fellow creeps. He is one, right? Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you something else I've been working on in BJJ lately. I've been working on entering bottom crucifix and submitting from there. Have you played that? Yes. I've been working on the rear naked choke from bottom crucifix. And there's a little arm bar from bottom crucifix if you figure four your legs and extend your hips up. So yeah, right now, I mean, obviously there's a collar choke in the gi from bottom crucifix. So I got the collar choke. I got the rear naked. And that little arm bar from bottom crucifix when you figure four your legs and bring your hips up to the air. That's a really good one. And one more. You throw your leg over and do the thigh choke. Or the Suzanne Summers. You know about the Suzanne Summers, right? That's one of my favorite submissions. If you're on top side control, you can actually enter bottom crucifix. It's cool. Wait, let me think. Well, if you're on top side control, I mean, top crucifix is right there, right? You just sit over the arm. How do you get to bottom crucifix from top side control? I don't think I think I would just stay on top. No? I think I would just stay on top and work Darce, head arm choke, or north south. Many times I sparred, I would get nosebleeds easily. So I should get my nose cauterized. Your nose, oh yeah, once it's I mean, yeah, sometimes when your nose gets bloody, like it's always like that. Some people just always get that bloody nose. Okay, you said cauterize. Oh yeah, burn the skin or flesh of a wound with a heated instrument. Typically to stop bleeding or prevent the wound from becoming infected. Yeah, you're just one of those people that always has a bloody nose. Like, Anthony Pettis is like that, right? Yeah, it's better to first attack the regular top side control submissions, but a lot of times my opponents know I'm going to go for them, so they defend it. How do you get to bottom crucifix from top side control? What's the transition? But yeah, I mean, if you get bloody nose and sparring a lot, yeah, I mean, I guess work on the head movement. Or hopefully you can get your sparring partner to stop throwing so hard. Unless anything makes your nose bleed, then yeah, that gets annoying. Then you gotta clean the mat. You know, put something up your nose. A napkin up your nose. Yeah. I guess you gotta work on that Sean Strickland defense. Or go for the takedown. Unless you're just doing pure striking. Yo, I just dominated one in the chamber. I got 12 kills. And the guy in second place had 3. Damn. Damn. You might be better in Black Ops 7 than UFC. That's what's up. Mod me. I'll send the video I learned it from. You want to be the mod? That's fine. My first chamber match of today. Yeah, I was on this match. Damn, that dab must have helped. The dab got you in the zone. Are you that good at aim? You that precise? I'm better in COD than every other game on the planet. Damn. Damn. Alright, alright. Sharpshooter. Are you that accurate with the real gun? Have you ever been to the range? I'm very fucking good at aim. Have you ever been to the range? How good are you with a normal real gun? The map I was playing in is called Meltdown. Black Ops 7. Google it. Such a sick map design. You're just trying to get me to get the PS5, aren't you? You do play some good games. I'll give you that. You do play a lot of good games. Oh yeah, it's like a old... That's like an old factory city. Okay. That's kind of spooky. That city looks like a big-ass factory. Okay. Real gloomy looking, kind of spooky. Foggy. Yeah. Looks like a bunch of plants, but bunch of power plants. Okay. I will hit it up in real life soon. I want to do it. Absolutely. Oh, wait. I don't know if I can send the link because I'm on mobile. It's alright. You don't got to send the link. Just describe it how you do it. I'll know what you're talking about. I love this map so much. It's so much fun. It looks good. I like those spooky looking maps. Or those old looking maps, yeah. But the video is a short called Half Nelson to Crucifix by a channel called Tyreek BJJ. Half Nelson to Crucifix. Oh, I hear you. Okay. Okay, okay. I'll look it up. Satisfying to walk around in. Homestead is my favorite map in Black Ops 7. Google this one. It's in Alaska. Oh, is it like Black Ops 7 version of Summit? I used to love Summit. Oh, yeah. That's sick. The snow cabin. The snow cabin. That looks like a smaller map, too. That's cool. I like small to medium-sized maps most of the time. I'm not too much of a fan of the huge, large maps where you get sniped just right when you walk into the battlefield. How much do you weigh, money-making Mitch? So, I'm trying to put on weight right now. I just started. But I'm close to 160 right now. I'm close to 160 right now. I'm stepping it up on the protein. I'm eating as much protein as my weight. So if I'm 160 pounds, I'm trying to eat 160 grams of protein a day. It's a new map they designed. Homestead. Yep. Yep. Yeah, there's a gunfight. 2v2 game mode with very small maps. Fast paced. I play that a lot too. Yeah, I don't mind a medium-sized map either, but I like those small maps. I like jumping into the action. They designed so many tight maps for 2v2 for that game mode. Gunfight. It's 2v2 only. That's awesome. That's awesome. You already at a good weight. That is a good weight, but you know, trying to do more here. I'm trying to do more. You know what? I just started eating like a lot of protein, like actually tracking it. I'm actually writing it down. So basically, I'm doing like 2 breakfast bagels a day. Protein yogurt, anything with protein, cheese sticks, and then dinner, pork, steak, chicken, bro. It's hard at first, then you get used to it. Smoothies, protein shakes. Hey, I've been lifting too. It's helping the jiu-jitsu. It's helping the jiu-jitsu. I know I can build a lot more muscle. I know it for sure. It's gonna happen. You're already at a good weight. Yep, read that. I feel like I could put on 10 more solid pounds. 10 more solid pounds, I feel like. Can't wait for GTA 6, bro. Gonna be griefing people online. Yeah, is that actually gonna come out or what? We're gonna get the White House card before GTA 6. Oh shit. Okay. I'm a similar weight, a little less than you. Okay. What are you, like 150? Dude, I love to eat. I just have a fast metabolism. I really do. And I burn so many calories when I train. I didn't realize how much I have to eat. They confirmed it that it won't be delayed and it's coming out for sure. November 19th. That's usually when all the best... Yeah, that's when the games drop in November, right? End of the year. Okay. That's what's up. Oh my god, you're going to be playing that like crazy. You might have to take a break from UFC. Oh my god. Well, let's see here. Oh shit, alright. I've been streaming for a good hot minute. Like I said, I'm kicking up the streams. That wasn't just all talk. We're keeping it up with the streams, alright? I'm about to head off here. But yeah. I'm keeping my word on that shit. What is it already? 109 over here? Yeah, shit. It's already 1 a.m. Alright, more late night streams are coming. Maybe a little earlier. I used to weigh a lot more and was more muscular in high school, but for some reason I'm just not that way anymore a few years later. That's how it is. You might be like me. If you're not actively staying active, you're going to lose some muscle and weight. Yeah, just keep eating the protein. Keep curling the iron. And keep sparring. See you guys. Alright, it was good chatting. More late night streams are coming, so I'll catch you guys soon. Thanks for everyone in the chat. It was a good talk. Hell yeah. How long have I been on here? A few hours? Cool. Alright, I'll catch you guys soon this week. Thank you for everyone for joining. You take care, homie. Good chat. W stream. Alright. Bye. Peace out, guys. Thank you.